Right, so we've done onion harvest. We've done weeding and watering of remaining onions and leeks. We've done strawberries, beetroot and peas. We've got sweet peas over there. They're flowering, they're pretty. Wait, I don't know if you can see around while I'm videoing, but there's bugs. Literally just flying bugs everywhere. So I've tied up the, zoom out. Tied up the tomatoes again. I do need to do the greenhouse because the canes in there want tying up a bit more. Oh, hay fever, sorry for the sniffing. I've put in the 2 honeyberries here. So these are the 2 honeyberries from home. Ooh, bugs, you see, they're just everywhere. Don't know if you can see them darting about. And then you feel itchy and horrible. Peas and green beans, potatoes. These potatoes are flagging. My dad says underwater, but I don't know what else to do with them. You can't drench them enough. So I've put in some sunflowers over there. This is the nasturtium and flower bed. I kind of just do that for pollinators and seeds, really. It has took over a little bit, but it's pretty. Weeds everywhere. Can't film anymore, I need to play my nose. A greenhouse, I'm just going to sort all these out and tie them back in and sort the stakes out. They'd lean in a bit. And then they're the money maker armpits and the aubergine. Everything else is dealt with. I don't know how successful I'll be before my phone overheats, but I've redone that trellis. I can't believe that's just one melon. It's growing everywhere. I've tied in as many tomatoes and cucumbers as I can. I'm harvesting and giving them away at the minute because I have too many. Oh, I've got a fig down there to find somewhere. That Cape gooseberry. It's possibly needing that tub that it's sitting on underneath. Still more to have tied up these tomatoes, but there's still more to do. I've got hay fever really bad and I keep blowing my nose. I've put some evening sunflowers there. They're like an orangey, darky colour. There's one there. And there's one over there on that back wall in between the 2 honeyberries. There's only so much you can do when it's so hot like this. So yeah, there's the 2 honeyberries. There's the sunflower. And we're still working on digging this out and getting all this couch grass out. Everything's falling over and flagging. Potatoes are starting to perk up again since I've drowned them. Tied all them up and cut away the bottoms. I've done all the strawberries. A few more peas, but we'll pick a few more tomorrow. And then that's what we've got to go home today. These big pile of weeds, I'm literally just letting them rot down. There. There's another pile over there, look. Just going to let them dry out. Another pile over there. Just going to let them dry out. Because both the compost bins are full. I can't get to the other one. I've done all these, the pathway with the strimmer. That looks better. The problem we're having is bugs. And the pigeons have found the peas. So what they're doing is they're pulling them through. They're actually pulling them through the wire. Hopefully they have also got the bugs. In fact, the bugs are on pretty much everything. I don't really know if there's anything we can do to combat that, really. We haven't got the storm, it's the 21st. Melons, there's 3 in there taking over, and I should have only put 1 in. So need to have a look at them and see what we can do to help them. Tomatoes have been tied in. Basil's flagging a bit down there. So I'll have a bit of a session down here tomorrow. I've watered the green beans because they've started to shoot already. I've only just put them in, and if you look, they're shooting. So the mesh is to stop the birds or any animals eating them as they come through. Gives them a bit of a chance. I'm currently at plot 2. Are you alright? Last night at the allotment I had to cut the video short because the couple just a little bit further down, I'll tell you the whole story, and then I don't actually know whether they want to be filmed or not. I've not actually asked them if it was okay, but I turned the camera off anyway. The plum tree that has fallen is on the plot next to them, and I kind of have been helping the couple. They're a middle-aged couple, and I've been helping them with the tree. They've been sort of chopping it down, and I've been getting rid of all the wood. My dad's taken a lot for his log burner in the winter, and then the branches I've been putting in the dead hedge. Told me that they're taking these branches down with a handsaw. It's a fairly established tree. I don't believe they planted it. I believe it's been planted years ago. And then in a storm, it's split down the middle, and half of it has fallen and leaning on their shed. So I told the couple next door to them I don't see the actual couple of the plum tree very often. The deal is they leave me the branches and I'll take them. That's the last time I saw them, which is months ago. So I left them a message with the next door neighbour saying, do they want us to just chainsaw the whole tree down? The fallen tree, leaning tree, if you like, on their shed, rather than keep doing it one branch at a time. It's a big, big tree. I have filmed it in one of my other videos, and if I can find the video, I'll link it in the description, because I have talked about the fact I'm doing it quite often. And last night, the lady that shouted me was the next door neighbour to say she'd spoken to them, and yes, they would like help with it. So that's why I stopped filming. The other thing that we do up there, which I think is quite cute, is we leave messages for people in other people's greenhouses. So people will come on to the plot and leave you a message or a letter or piece of paper with written down in your greenhouse or on your shed, or yeah, just a way if you've spoke to somebody and you've been discussing something and there's a follow-up needed if you're not there. I'm trying to get stuff going. I'm trying to get like plant swaps and stuff like that going up there, and most people seem into it, and stuff. My neighbour on plot 2 knows that I do YouTube and videos and documenting it, because they've asked me. He actually thought I was doing TikTok, and I haven't really got my head around TikTok, if I'm honest. He went, are you TikToking? No. So, but the remainder of them, I kind of set the camera up and then people just come round chatting and stuff like that. So I just automatically edit all that out. But hopefully, you know, I can get more more interaction on film, because it's a really good community up there. Well, I think it is anyway. Yeah, it's nice to be up there. So, thanks for watching. Do all that good stuff. That thumbs up and that like and that subscribing, please, if you wouldn't mind. That would be really helpful. Dad's back over on Tuesday. We're going to take this tree down. I will film it again today when I'm up there, so that you can kind of see, because part of the tree is still standing. Thanks for watching. See you all soon.